How to get the ever-burning sword and over 150 experience points just in the Baldur's Gate 3 tutorial. In this video, I'll explain step by step how to do it. We start by creating our character and choosing custom. We'll play as an elf, since she has proficiency in perception and longbow, which will be our weapon throughout this solo honor run. We also have dark vision and fey ancestry, very important to avoid being charmed or put to sleep by magic. The subrace will be with elf, as it gives us proficiency in stealth and an extra 5 feet of movement. We'll play as a cleric, since it gives us guidance, very useful in conversations. We are in solo honor mode, so we must avoid bad dice rolls that could get us into unnecessary trouble. We'll take thaumaturgy to gain advantage on intimidation checks. We'll use it a lot in this run. Here I selected Blade Ward, which is good, but it's better to select Produce Flame. We'll choose the Ward domain because it gives us Shield of Faith, increasing our AC by 2. War Priest allows us to use our bonus action to attack, so we attack twice per turn, 3 times per long rest. The last thing we care about is proficiency with heavy armor. The more defense, the fewer hits we take, and the higher the chance to survive our solo honor run. Choose whichever deity you like. We'll carry only 2 spells. It's very important that they are these, Command and Sanctuary. Both are essential for this guide. The background I recommend is Soldier. We start with +1 in athletics, but we'll steal Aunt Ethel's elixirs, and this number will go up. It also gives us proficiency in intimidation, which will be our main dialogue tool. Stats will be Strength 8, we'll increase this with elixirs. Dexterity 16, since it will be our main attack stat throughout the run. Constitution 16, more hit points, less risk of a game over. Intelligence 8. I have Wisdom at 12, but you can take it to 14 and then, at the first opportunity, lower it to 12 and raise Charisma to 14, as I did. Finally, we'll have Insight +3, Persuasion +4, and Intimidation +4. After changing clothes, we're ready. On the ship, there are 3 slimy chests. We'll take them all. I was lucky and found the chromatic orb scroll to produce fire. If you don't have it, use Produce Flame. Prepare it before entering battle. We start with 17 AC, but we increase it to 19 with Shield of Faith. We restore our points with this item and head to the first battle. With double attacks and high defense, we don't need Lae'zel for this fight. I was lucky and got a haste potion. It helps a lot. If you don't have it, getting the sword and experience is a bit harder, but not impossible. We take Lae'zel's armor, boots, and bow, heal, and say goodbye to her. We kill this pair for the experience and take this tank. With the 3 chests, we'll make a barricade. Tip: once the other 2 Cambions appear, stay as far from the entrance as possible. This way, they won't detect us and we'll keep hitting the chests. Before entering, remember to produce flame, select dash 3 times quickly, and enter as fast as possible. This will increase your movement range on the first turn. This moment is crucial. You only have a 45% chance, maybe more if you have higher wisdom. If you want the sword and experience, you must steal the sword on the first try. Otherwise, it won't be possible. Here, you'd have to restart if you're in solo honor mode. Once achieved, we move the 4 tanks closer to the commander and the Mind Flayer. For this, we need the extra movement from dashing 3 times before entering. We steal the sword and protect ourselves with Sanctuary, since the commander hits very hard and it's risky. The next part also depends on luck. We need the commander to miss some attacks and the octopus to land its hits. We must focus on 2 things, eliminating the boars, which deal a lot of damage, and healing our temporary ally. The flying imps will miss often against our defense. Double attacks make a big difference. As long as we stay away from the entrance, the Cambions won't fly, at least in patch 8. If they cross, it means the chests weren't placed correctly. Pay attention to the health of the ally and the commander. Both need to be around 40 HP or less. We heal, making sure the ally survives just enough, but not too much, because if the Cambion dies, the Mind Flayer turns against us. Get rid of the imps and remember to heal when needed. Keep track of turns. If time runs out, it's game over. If you have a haste potion, now is the time to use it. We give a double attack to the Mind Flayer and pray it hits. We're clerics, so praying is what we do best. We move toward the ship's helm because it's almost over. Based on the low health they have, it's time for the explosion. I use the orb, but you'll use Produce Flame, which you prepared earlier. Honor to whom honor is due. As promised, over 150 experience points and the ever-burning sword, with 3 turns to spare. So even without a haste potion, you can do it. I still have time, so I use it to get a bit more experience. And that's how, not so easily, you get a solid start in your Baldur's Gate 3 run. As you can see, we have a good sword and level 2, which we'll use to multi-class into fighter. Here you can choose archery or defense, it's your choice, though I'll improve my attack because I'm pro. Don't miss this step-by-step guide on how to beat Baldur's Gate 3 in solo honor mode. In the next video, how to get 1,400 experience points in the easiest way possible.